Heard a story about a guy who was rock climbing, doing it very dangerously, doing it by himself, and he climbed all the way up this giant cliff. And he'd done very well. 1,000 foot up. He was doing brilliantly well. And he was putting his little pickaxe in and his ropes and getting his footholds, and he was almost at the top. He couldn't reach the top, but he was a step or two away from it. And he's standing on this little tiny rock ledge, 1,000 foot above the valley. And as he's standing there, trying to work out his next move, trying to work out where his next foothold will be, that little rock ledge that he's standing on is starting to crumble. It's starting to fall away. And he realizes that if he doesn't take action really fast, he's going down with it. So he quickly looks around, and there's a little tiny branch just sticking out above him. And just as the rock platform totally collapses, he reaches out with one hand, and he's hanging there from this little branch, 1,000 foot above his death, oh so close to the top, but he cannot reach it. This is what the philosophers would call an existential predicament. This is tough stuff. And so he calls out. He knows that he will not get anywhere. He calls out and says, "Is there anybody there who can help me?" And then this lady's face appears over the cliff and says, "I'll help you. Grab hold of my hand, let go of the branch, and I'll pull you to safety." And he's about to accept any offer at this stage, and then he realizes who the lady is. It's Miss Battersby. Miss Battersby was his Year 6 teacher. This was a teacher he gave such a hard time to for the whole year. This was the teacher he taunted and insulted and refused to work for and disrupted for an entire school year. This was the teacher he hated. This was the teacher, and he made her everyday hell. This was the teacher at the very last day of Year 6 as he was about to graduate into high school for the next year. This is the same teacher who said, "I'm going to get you back one day." And he realizes the person who's asking him to let go of the branch and grab their arm is the person who said they would get him back. There is the first question you've got to ask of anyone who wants your trust. Will they do the right thing by me? Do they care enough about me to do the best for me? He decides it's not worth the risk, sends her away. Cries out, "Is there anybody else there who can help me?" And then this man's face appears. He is the most kindly, caring man you could imagine. You can just tell by looking in his eyes that he genuinely cares about this poor person. And he says, "Grab hold of my hand, let go of the branch, and I'll save you." And he's about to do it, but as the guy leans over, he notices something. This guy's a little dwarf. He got lost from a travelling circus. He's just a little tiny guy. And he's the most caring person in the world, but the guy realizes if he grabs his arm, both of them will go base over apex all the way to the bottom. That is the second question that you've got to ask of anyone who wants your trust. The first one was, do they care enough about me to do what's right by me? The second one is, are they strong enough? Are they powerful enough to do what they say? And when I showed up at that camp all those years ago, I discovered the answer to those questions. Is Jesus strong enough to save me? Is he powerful enough? The answer is yes. Does he care enough about me to do what's right by me? The answer is absolutely yes. This camp is here to help you discover those answers for yourself. That you can know for certain that whatever you're hanging on to at the moment, whatever you're using in your life to make you feel successful, to make you feel like it's okay, that you can let go of that, that you can grab the hand of Jesus, and that he is powerful enough to rescue you, and he loves you so much that you know he will do the right thing by you. That's what we're looking at this weekend. And I'm wondering, will this be the camp? Will this be the weekend where you decide for the first time that you're going to let go of trusting in anything else, and you're going to take Jesus' hand and depend on him for your life forever.